Hello students, here I am continuing with current program status register of form. In the previous video we have seen about control field. In control field mode bits we have completed. Now next is the state bit. State and state instruction set. The state of the core is used to decide which instruction set need to be executed. Actually, there are three instruction set: ARM, thumb, JASL. ARM instruction set is a 32-bit instruction set. Thumb is 16-bit instruction set. JASL is 8-bit instruction set. This thumb instruction set will be activated only when the processor is in ARM state. The thumb instruction set will be activated only when the ARM is in thumb mode. JASL is activated only when the ARM mode is in JASL mode. There are three states, but we have only two bits to decide the state. The bits are JASL J and thumb T bits. J and T bits are available to decide the state. So when both J bit and T bits are 0, the processor will be in ARM state. Whenever the T bit is 1, the processor will be in thumb state. Whenever the JASL bit is 1, the processor will be in JASL state. Here the comparison between ARM and thumb. ARM will be selected when the CPSR T bit is 0. Thumb will be selected when the CPSR T is 1. If we take instruction size, the ARM instructions are 32-bit in size, the thumb instructions are 16-bit in size. Next, core instruction. In ARM state, there are 58 instructions. In thumb state, there are only 30 instructions. Conditional execution. Most of the instructions are conditional instruction, but in thumb state, only branch instructions are conditional instruction. Next, data processing instruction. These data processing instructions are having access to the barrel shifter and ALU, but here we have to separate barrel shifter and ALU instructions. Program status register. These are having read write in privileged mode in ARM state, but in thumb state there is no direct access for the CPSR register. Next is interrupt mask. Interrupt masks are used to stop the specific interrupt request from interrupting the processor. There are two interrupt masks: interrupt request and fast interrupt request. Interrupt request and fast interrupt request. The CPSR, in the control field of the CPSR, there are two bits. 6 and 7 bits are called interrupt request and fast interrupt request. Sixth bit is fast interrupt request. Seventh bit is interrupt request. These are used to mask the corresponding interrupts. So when the I bit is set to binary 1, the interrupt request is masked. Whenever the F bit is set to 1, F is fast interrupt request. When it is set to 1, the fast interrupt request is masked, means disabled. So next we will move on to the condition flag. Condition flag. In condition field there are condition flags. These are updated by the comparison and the result of ALU operations. Whenever the insertion is specified by the S suffix. So in which instruction there is a S suffix, that instruction will be updated the condition flags based on the result of that particular instruction. For example, if we say sub S, subtract S, this is the suffix, this is the suffix. So whenever we find this suffix in the instruction, that instruction, after the execution of that instruction, it will update the condition flags in the condition field. For example, if we consider the result of this subtract instruction is 0, the result of this subtract instruction is 0, then the 0 flag will be set in the condition field. So now we'll see the table. There are 5 flags: saturation flag, overflow flag, carry flag, zero flag, negative flag. The negative flag will be set when the 31st bit of the result is 1, means the value is negative value. Then the zero flag will be set if the result of the ALU operation is 0. Next, carry flag will be set when the result has unsigned carry. Next, overflow flag, it will set whenever the result has signed overflow. Next, saturation, it will set whenever the result has unsigned overflow. So now we'll see here. This is one completed CPSR register from 0 to 31. So these are condition field. This is a JASL bit. This is control field. In control field, first 5 bits are mode bit. Next, fifth one is state bit. 6 and 7 bits are master bit. Here we can see. Here we can see the first bit from 0 to 4. 0 to 4 bits are 10011. This is for supervisor mode. So by writing this supervisor mode is being selected. Next one is to select mode of the processor. Thumb, this is T. Thumb is 0. Thumb is 0 means thumb mode is not selected. So we'll see whether JASL is selected or ARM mode is selected. So for that we have to check JASL bit. JASL bit is 24th bit. JASL bit is also 0. So here we can see JASL bit as well as T bit both are 0 means this processor is in ARM mode. Next, 6 and 7. 6 and 7. One is 0, one is 1. In the masked bit, for the interrupt, there are two interrupt and fast interrupt. For the interrupt, the capital letter shows that particular interrupt is masked, means disabled. When we will write the capital letter, if the particular bit is set to 1, then we have to denote that by capital letter. So here capital F is set means it is masked, disabled. Fast interrupt request is disabled. Only available request is interrupt request. Next, condition flags. 5 conditions are there. Negative flag, zero flag, carry flag, overflow flag, saturation flag. Out of these, only carry flag is set. So that is denoted by capital letter. So for the condition flags, the capital letter shows that the flag has been set. So, thank you.